coronavirus tests made by Roche were granted emergency approval by the FDA. Those automated tests can provide results in 3.5 hours. Joining us right now by phone is the Roche CEO, Severin Schwan. And Severin, thank you for joining us today. It's good to have you here with the program.
Thank you.
This is a huge move forward because testing has been such a huge problem. Why are you able to do this test so much more quickly?
If you look at the diagnostic tests, actually it's a lot about automation and throughput. Roche has a highly automated platform out at labs, but we had to develop an assay, a test for the coronavirus, and that's what we started to do in January. And I'm very happy that after record development time, we could bring this test on these highly automated platforms last week.
Where is the test available? When will it kind of be rolled out, and where would people be able to get access to it?
We got approval, emergency approval on Friday. The tests already left our warehouses over the weekend, so it is already available and in labs as we speak.
How many tests? We heard from the administration last night that I think they hope to have something like 1.9 million tests by the end of this week available. What do you see in terms of how many tests we'll be able to process?
As far as Roche is concerned and the contribution we make, it's initially 400 tests per week. We are, of course, ramping up supply as much as we can to provide relief to the system. But for the first week, we ship now more than 400 tests per week.
Where did they go? Are they going to places in the country that have particular hotspots?
Absolutely. It's all driven by medical need, and for that purpose, we are closely working together with the authorities, the CDC in particular, to allocate tests to those labs and those regions where we can make the biggest impact during this crisis.
Severin, there are a lot of questions because tests have been so hard to come by about who should be getting tested. And right now, I believe the CDC and the WHO guidelines basically say it should be for people who have been in the highest risk or who have been in contact with people who have tested positive for this. Where do you think we'll get, and how quickly do you think we'll get to a point where tests are available for everyone?
I think at this point it is absolutely necessary that the testing is prioritized to high-risk patients or patients who have signs and symptoms like fever, shortage of breath, etc., because there's a capacity constraint. There is simply not enough testing for everybody at this stage. So for the time being, it should prioritize to the patients where there's the highest medical need.
There are some times that the tests come back negative, but a few days later they'll come back positive. Is that the situation with this test that you are just rolling out too?
The test as such is very reliable, but of course what happens is the situation is evolving very quickly. Infection rates are skyrocketing, and as a result of it, a patient who tested negatively one day might test positively the next day. But as far as the test results and the reliability of the test as such is concerned, that is very high. They are very precise tests.